problems cannot bother me. 지나갈 구름일 뿐. 까맣던 밤에 달이 비추듯 더 선명해지는 my dream. 끝없이 펼쳐진 별 따라 let's get it started. 빛처럼 무한대로 driving. 커다란 세상은 점점 더 작아지고 오늘도 난 너에게 신호를 보내. I will go my way. 심장이 뛰게 어디에 순간을 듣고 있다면 지치지 않게 손을 잡을게. 모든 걸 이뤄내 can't stop me. 여긴 pale blue dot. Come on 맘의 lights. 여긴 pale blue dot. 지금부터 난 내가 될래. 또 다른 세계 하나 익숙해. 이 기분 마치 데자부. 기다려왔던 그래 happiness 이제 거의 찾은 듯해. 끝없이 바래앉게 작은 소녀의 story 드디어 시작할 첫 페이지. 커다란 세상은 점점 더 작아지고 오늘도 난 너에게 신을 보내. I will go my way. 심장이 뛰게 어디에 순간을 듣고 있다면 지치지 않게 손을 잡을게. 모든 걸 이뤄내 can't stop me. Again pale blue dot. Come on 맘의 lights. 여긴 pale blue dot. Oh no no no. 지금부터 난 내가 될래. 어쩌면 이미 알 것 같아. 그게만 보이던 문제도 떨어져서 본다면 모래보다 작은 걸. Now I know 이제는 나의 답을 찾을래. 여긴 pale blue. 여긴 pale blue dot. I will bring me back. 지금부터 난 내가 될래. We in the flex tonight. Whatever comes to mind, it's gonna be alright. Let it go. We in the flex tonight. Whatever comes to mind, it's gonna be alright. 여긴 pale blue dot.
Good evening and welcome to Rhythmgates, where I am currently hiding in the garden because it's a reasonably nice evening. There may be occasional noises of me attacking mosquitoes that get too close. So that wasn't one. Sorry, that reminds me of a previous fort where we managed to get a domesticated giant mosquito, which worked fairly well, though they turn out not to be very good at defending your fortress from goblins. So last time we tried to engage in... mosquitoes don't have blood, they have ichor, I think. I mean, obviously some mosquitoes have blood in them, but it's not mosquito blood. I'm not sure they actually do drink blood in Dwarf Fortress. Anyway, so yes, last time we tried to capture a forgotten beast from a tree, or rather to burn down a tree to get a forgotten beast out of it, only for the dwarves to just leap into the tree and attack the forgotten beast with their axes until it died. And gave it out at parties. So that was kind of not the dramatic event we had been planning for. And then we had an enormous great fist fight upstairs, which appears to have left quite a bit of miasma. Is that from the rotting kitten corpses? because not a couple of dwarves got killed in the enormous fist fight, but mostly the enormous fist fight killed kittens, because people would attack nearby kittens, and kittens are quite, yes it is, easily killed, unlike dwarves. But it did lead us to realise that the hospital is much too small. So we have a hospital here, but it's only got like 6 beds in it, which when half of your fortress has just been seriously injured in a fist fight is not really what you want. So I was wondering about moving it up to take over some of these probably no longer necessary temples as we build the enormous temple of enormous up here. But it occurred to me that we do want the hospital quite easily accessible, because if someone's injured, they don't want to be having to drag themselves all the way across the upper level to get to it. That's the amphibian woman overlord, isn't it? Yes. So that would suggest that we want the hospital more or less where it is, next to the staircase, or next to a staircase. So maybe what we do is we expand it into the neighbouring bedrooms, possibly just take over all of the bedrooms on this floor, if we've got enough spare bedrooms. How are we off for spare bedrooms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we've got enough spare bedrooms. So we could just take over all the bedrooms on this floor, convert the whole thing into one big hospital with more beds than it currently has, and that would then provide us with a little more by way of useful accommodation. So I think I should do that. So we could, for instance, I'm wondering, is it worth keeping it as separate? We'll at least enlarge these ones. Wonder whether it's worth keeping it as separate rooms, because that way, for instance, if people are still angry with one another, they might not see the person that they're trying to beat up. Oops. So, I mean, I'm not quite sure why I didn't enlarge those bedrooms earlier, but let's enlarge them now. And mark all of these as not bedrooms anymore. Their owners will thus have to find new bedrooms. But that's fine. And then actually all I want to do, so at the moment that is a hospital and part of the Honesty of Sons, which is a doctor's guild hall. So I think I should remove that zone entirely and then create a new zone which will initially cover the whole of this floor, and then I'll cut out the corridor. Oops, no, that's not what I meant. I want to also cut out the walls of the corridors so that people don't think they're in hospital just because they're in the doorway. Right, so then that is still one activity zone that spans both sides of the corridor. The room at the north end is the clothing store. My attempt at causing dwarves not to run all the way around the fortress hunting for clothes. They could get all their clothes in one place, and it kind of works. So this is a hospital. Shouldn't that have caused it to get a... Oh no, we're in... Right, yes, that is a hospital, and it is also a meeting area for the location of... Oh, what was it again? The Honesty of Sons? Is that it? Simon on IRC says, ooh, that makes me wonder if running the audio stream through a downshifter might tell us when it's bat o'clock. I suspect we're removing pretty much everything outside the normal human hearing range and some things that are inside it. I think it was the Honesty of Suns. I'll look that up in a moment. So let's just check that the Honesty of Suns is... Where is it? The Honesty of Suns is a Dr. Guildhall, yes. A very, very good Dr. Guildhall because it's full of furniture and currently random. So now what I want to do is probably to install more beds because it's kind of... We've got 8 rooms. We can probably put 4 beds in each room. But some of them have already got beds in, so maybe we can put 3 beds in each room. Let's go for 25 beds. So at least most people are now not trying to sort out their injuries and are instead finding their clothes and installing buildings and such like. I'm not sure where... I have a horrible feeling I'm going to have to reconstruct that hospital again once those walls have been dug out, because it'll turn out that things are in some way not the right shape. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted by a thing. So... Oh, look, we have a big pile of teeth in the pending throwing away things area. And someone's left ear. What I suppose we should describe as the medical waste stockpile. The Mask of Mirrors certainly sounds like we could call something that, doesn't it? Like, if there isn't a civilization in this world called the Mask of Mirrors, I'll be mildly surprised. I think we may be lacking a glassmaker at the moment. Here, you'd like to be a glassmaker, wouldn't you? I mean, you're all sorts of other things as well, but... Okay, so there's a miner now sorting out enlarging digging away the unnecessary bits of wall where the walls are unnecessarily thick. Okay, no, that does seem to have correctly extended the hospital area through the walls. That's good. I suppose it was extending through the walls into the corridor, wasn't it? It's not too surprising it was extending through the walls in other directions as well. Right, so that's slightly more space for hospitalification. and then we can stick a bunch of useful things in there, and someone has left a bit of thread in the doorway just to annoy us. So yes, my hope then is that next time everyone ends up in a horrific fist fight, as will doubtless happen, because I think we have a certain amount of pending mess in the fortress's collective psyche. We can deal with them a little bit faster. So we do have several memorials to people. Let's see if we can find some of their Kubuk Silmed Tob. Was that the one I was just looking at? Kubuk Silmed Tob. Right. Let us install some more. In memory of Kubuk Silmed Tob, born 122, suffocated, slain by the dwarf Astesh Rimrises in the year 181, slayer of Erdin Bluntlabert, loving father and husband. Stukas Kogugosh. In memory of Stuku Kogugosh, born 96, suffocated, slain by the dwarf Ustuth Cuddlegrasps in the year 181, lover of Rubicel. In memory of Logem Odomurul, born 108, suffocated, slain by the dwarf Bim Rumapillars in the year 181, lover of Tiger Eye. Forgotten the name, distracted by the sunless zombie. Hidden Morgusil. In memory of Eden Merle Goosil, born 117, suffocated, slain by the dwarf Oblil Gravel Blocks in the year 182, loving mother and wife, friend of Yaks. Haven't got a memorial for that one yet. In memory of Aban Rosingish, born 129, suffocated, slain by the dwarf Sarvesh Letter Drills. Different slayers every time. In the year 182, slayer of the cat. Devoted wife. That one, wasn't it? Yes. In memory of Solon Acral Thabum, born 61, suffocated, slain by the dwarf Aloth Dwelled Paints in the year 182. Devoted father and husband, lover of the aquamarine sheen. Erush Urolaban. That was one of the ones I just found. I had, wasn't it? Erush Urolabam. Yes. In memory of Erush Urolaban, born 113, bled to death, slain by the dwarf Lead Vesselorbs with a steel short sword in the year 181. Devoted father and husband, lover of Cassiterite. No, the birds are in my back garden. Well, near my back garden anyway. Thank you, wood pigeon. Aha, and there's the other one. In memory of Rovod Shemgeb Thastith Kogan. Born 142, bled to death, slain by the dwarf Lead Vesselorbs. Ah, Lead Vesselorbs again. With a steel short sword. I suppose having a steel short sword will cause you to be fairly good at killing people. In the year 181, creator of Decline Certain the Painful Tournament. Slayer of the human Cool-Ripe Lizards. I remember Cool-Ripe Lizards. Don't know why, but... devoted father and husband. The colour raw umber made him happy. Farewell, Seb. So I think that means we now have no engraved slabs waiting to be installed. Do we have any pending making? That's the wrong building. Not at the moment. So we had one Logem Rigoth Gulnas. I think that's the only grave we had left. Right. Excuse me. Ha, gotcha. We don't need that stray cat skeleton. Aha, our glass maker is busy attempting to make glass. Excellent. Obviously, having never tried this before, it may not work very well, but... Ooh, Dr. Swirly is suggesting the possibility of tea. I'm wondering if I should go and put the kettle on. I could probably go and put the kettle on, couldn't I? Here, have some birdsong for a bit. I'll be back shortly. Hello again, I have put the kettle on. Right. So, where were we? We were making a window so that we can make a display case so that we can put the kite in. We probably don't want the feather. So that we can put the kite in of our last Forgotten Beast in it. My assumption here is that this chitin is essentially the entire exoskeleton of the Forgotten Beast. So that we can so that like if we set that up in a display case in the zoo, it will be at least moderately clear what the Forgotten Beast once looked like. Chitin, it's polysaccharide, as I often mention. Largely because it's kind of surprising it's polysaccharide, I think. Hello, unhappy person. Are you unhappy because you're a scholar? Oh, you're a dance? Hang on, are you... I mean, you don't look like you should be seriously stressed. Kind of feel that as a dancer I should assign you to the big temple. Oh, you already are assigned as a performer in the big temple. Okay, that's good. Oh, the kettle's boiled. Have some more birdsong while I go and pull the water into the mug. Hello again. I mean, she doesn't actually appear to have done anything in the temple. Right, we've probably got that window, so now let's make a display case. And then we can stick the chitin in it. So yes, my kind of vision, as it were, for the zoo is that it should be. Who are these people and why are they lying down? Oh, probably scholars who've got themselves injured, aren't they? Yes. Problem, of course, being that visiting scholars are not entitled to healthcare, and so they tend to stay quite injured. All right, that's an injured cat, is it? Okay. No, dwarves haven't invented veterinary medicine yet, so. Right. Mark another pile of teeth for disposal. Nothing interesting in there. People do actually appear to be doing useful things in my fortress at the moment. That's nice. We're probably well out of soap, aren't we? So I haven't been paying attention to the soap situation for ages. Yes. So we need ash first, don't we? But we've got we've got 3 ash in stock, so there's the ashery. Generally in favour of people becoming citizens. Not too badly off. Oops, the tea is brewed. I'll just sort out this new citizen first. Maybe someone else will sort out the tea, who knows. Udil, Udil, Udil. Where has Udil got to? See? So, you probably haven't got a craft already, so let's give you stone crafting. Adequate weaponsmith, dabbling various things. Yeah, I think we'll do as that in that state, and maybe you will now go, hang on, I'm badly injured, maybe I should go and get my leg seen to. Or maybe not. Libash Groove Mines. Libash, 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 Libash. A sage, eh? Oops. Well, you'll be better if you join the citizenry. Also, you're a proficient, if very rusty, swords dwarf. That might be helpful. So, yes, Libash Groove Mines, you may join our civilization. You will be assigned to bone carving, and you don't seem to have any very good abilities. Oops. But I can put you in the gloved tundras. I don't know what you should do. I put a lot of people on healthcare anyway, didn't I? I haven't assigned anyone to butchery for a while. Let's make sure we've got a decent number of butchers. Now my cats are fighting one another. Bah. So, yes, that will... oh! Some migrants have arrived. It's not very dangerous. It's only dangerous because people keep getting into fistfights in the fort. Oh yes, I was going to actually do something sensible with my military, wasn't I? Which was to remember which damn group it is that's... No, that's not got weapons and that thus is meant to have woodcutters and miners in, and give it a name that suggests that it's full of woodcutters and miners. So it's the competitive furnaces. Let's give that a new name. Maybe I want to go back to positions, yes, and then I can say name the competitive furnaces. Something that's obvious, damn it. Right, anyway. So, well, you can join the Girders of Walking then. I mean, I'm assuming you're not very good with a weapon. You can play every kind of musical instrument. You're amazingly good at various kinds of poetry. You appear to be a mason. Not much else really. Only barely a mason. I'm also, as usual, going to give you a craft. Oops. I don't know why you're listed as a peasant rather than a poet. Or possibly a bard, given you've got poet and dancer. Both at adequate. But anyway. You generally want more miners, and you can be a bone carver. And thus you should join the miners and cutters. Is that it? Okay, so some immigrants would appear to mean 3 immigrants. There appears to be a peacock in our hospital now. So, yes, no, there isn't a peacock in my garden. Which is indeed probably for the best in terms of the kinds of birdsong you might get behind me. Right, so How is the temple looking? We should probably assign more people as things in there, shouldn't we? Performers in the temple, given it's our main temple. We had someone just arrived as a peasant, didn't we? Was it them? I don't know. Oops. I think someone dropped a tooth on somebody else's head. Happily, we have a general policy that everyone wears armour. So objects falling on your head are generally not fatal here. Why are you there? Why are you asleep here? Oh no, that floor's the hospital. That floor is not the hospital. Oh, someone, while I wasn't paying attention, is having a strange mood, are they? Okay. We finally completed the make phenomenal amounts of soap job that I scheduled like 3 months ago, in our time, not the Dwarf Fortress's time, not the Fortress's time. That was someone impersonating a giant otter. So it looks like this artefact is going to be mostly made of galena. Okay, you appear to be... you've begun a mysterious construction. Excellent. Right. And there's another pile of clinical waste in the entire skeleton of a visitor. Probably want to dispose of the visitor's skeletons. Probably want to have disposed of the visitor's skeletons a little sooner. But that requires working out whether they're someone whose skeleton we should be dumping, or whether we should be saving it to go in a coffin. Right, let's arrange to squish that. Oh! The Etin Ryathi Rhinophorami has come. A giant humanoid monster with 2 heads. Okay. So do we have anyone kicking around outside we need to wait for? Probably not. We've got some cats, but like the cats... are well, a crocheted duck. The cats are like used to getting killed anyway. So where's the front door gone? There it is. Let's just rapidly close the front door. I mean, we could probably take an Etin. If the front door doesn't close in time, we may have to. Front door's closed. Good. So, yes. So that's safe. Now we should dispose of this Etin before it eats a trade caravan. And the conventional way to do that is to fire up the ballistae. So we have a cat positioned to tempt the Etin in. Have some dwarves going to operate the ballistae. One, two of them. You're going to get a human operating one of them. Indeed, so not just dwarves anymore. I'm assuming that that lever downstairs does actually operate this drawbridge as it's meant to. Don't think we've tested it before. It may in fact be in the wrong state. Maybe we need to operate it again. Here comes our other ballista operator. And the entrance is now open. So where's our Etin? That's the right kind of direction to go in. You've created a Galena Oakin. Claims it as an heirloom in the name of family ancestor Bomrek Conjure Trumpet. That's nice. Wow, we've been doing a lot of writing in this fortress recently. Galena Oakin. The Oakin is a small handheld wind instrument, so it's close to being a kind of trumpet. Excuse me, it's quite cold out here now. Consisting of a central wind chest and 13 cylindrical stone pipes with flared bells fitted with free reeds. So it's not really a kind of trumpet. The musician selects the pits by stopping holes. The instrument has a nearly 4-octave range, going from middle to an extremely high pitch. So there. Just trying to think what on earth it's a wooden. Only it's actually been made out of galena rather than the traditional wood. Wind chest with 13 pipes, stone pipes with flared bells and free reeds. It is incidentally encircled with bands of rectangular limestone cabochons. On the item is an image of Zas Faint Trades, the dwarf in Galena, and an image of a forgotten beast in Galena, though we don't know which one. SGT says a sort of a cross between a bagpipe, 13 oboes and an octopus. And Judson points out that a Galena wind instrument sounds entirely wise and not at all poisonous. And I'm wondering if we should have some kind of a chest in the crowded temple. We haven't got any spare chests, have we, for storing musical instruments. Oh yes, I was going to pull this lever, wasn't I? And then see where the Etin was going. Alright, the Etin... Oh, has got distracted. Silly thing, you were just going in the right direction. I think now it's chasing something, but it's hard to see what because it's chasing it on a hillside. Come on, come in, join, have some fun with our ballistae. They're nice ballistae, they want to be your friends. Maybe I need to make the ballista alley a little more tempting. Or maybe not. Oh, come on, you just walked straight past the entrance. Okay, I think I may need to temporarily unlock that door so that that cat is actually accessible. That worked. Let's not start firing either of them just yet, since they each have someone in. But on the other hand, we should nip down here and pull the lever that will lock it in. Right, now we should fire this ballista. And it will miss. No, I think we're doing reasonably well for number of people, aren't we? Yeah. No. Okay, is your aim any better? No. Well, let us forbid that door. Right, the Etin is now locked in, more or less. Actually, I think Etin's maybe building destroyers, so to be on the safe side, let's close the ballista exit. Yeah, there may be a certain amount of lack of practice among our current ballista operators. Well, they get to practice now. While we're here, let's also get them practicing on the spare catapult down here. Yeah, I've been sent another link for a thing I should look at, but I think I know it already. No, I don't, but still. Right, where were we? Yes. Someone is learning how to load a ballista. Twang! No, that didn't hit. Fear the Etin may be demolishing the door which is protecting that kitten. Because I think it's currently standing the bizarre correct distance away for demolishing a door. Come on, you guys. Kill the Etin before it demolishes that door. Ooh, 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 ooh. We haven't got any artifact doors, have we? Because an artifact door there would be undemolishable, and that would be really handy. We have got a random raw adamantine door. A random diorite door marked for dumping? What? Oops. Alright, it's kind of accidentally got marked for dumping because I marked everything in its square for dumping at some point. Well, that's fine. No one's going to remove it anyway. Right, and now I should, while I'm down here, operate this lever again. To make the rubbish dump usable again. Twang, disaster. Right, loading up the... Oh, was that the door being demolished, or was that the Etin getting distracted? It's kind of hard to tell in amongst the craft, but... I think that was the Etin getting distracted, which is good. We only got one person who's working on ballista things. Do I need to... Oh no, we have got two people set up to load ballistas and one person loading the catapult for practice. Like, they will slowly be getting better at this. It will just take them a little while. Oops. Dabbling siege operator, yes. Oh well, we'll leave them to it. I'm sure they'll be fine. Yes, I think dwarves can officially see in the dark in Dwarf Fortress. Their roars, I think, include extra vision. Among many other oddities. Oh, maybe not. Perfect dark vision, apparently. Oh, I can't find it in the roars, but that makes me wonder, what's it like being a human in a Dwarven fortress, given it's almost certainly unlit? Anyway, in memory of Logan Rigoth Gulnas, born 63, suffocated slain by the dwarf Id Cloister Skulls in the year 182, Slayer of Tobal, Channel Knight's devoted husband, lover of gauntlets. Thank you, Dr. Swirly. Yes, they're glowing. So we've still got these cages with tame vermin in, haven't we? What I should try... Let's just make a few animal traps and see if we can do anything with it. Hilarita asks, is the F in Bedstead just a rotated T? No, it is not. I mean, for one thing, it wouldn't be rotated, it would be reflected. And second, no, the crossbar is in the wrong place. And the F's slightly taller. Or rather, I think actually only the F is slightly taller and thus the crossbar is in the wrong place. More teeth being delivered to the stockpile of exploding teeth. Have I got that Galena coffer available yet? Yes. It's quite a nice Galena coffer. It's an exceptional Galena coffer. Right. Well, that's probably helpful. Yes, indeed, the long S is indeed precisely an F without its crossbar in Bedstead. What's going on there? Oh! Successful hit on the Etin. Lots of meditation going on in the temple. Oh, I've only got 9 minutes of battery remaining. Well, that would seem to be a good occasion at which I should go inside then, shouldn't it? This is going to take a little while, and we can't really entertain you with bird songs, so I shall pause and temporarily give you some light music. Hello again. We're back with a slightly different acoustic environment and rather less birdsong. Yes, maybe the dwarves do indeed see by light music. I think it has been suggested that they may do this by light sonar or something. Look, you really shouldn't be so stressed. I mean, you need to practice craft. You've got a craft enabled. No, you have. Yes, you have. I kind of wonder if there's a more sensible way to organise making sure everyone actually gets to practice the craft. Maybe installing this coffer will help with, will give them somewhere to put some musical instruments. So what's happened to the poor Etin? Is it now permanently fallen over? Looks like it, yes. Cut open, not actually bleeding. Basically injured in the leg enough not to be able to walk, but probably still quite dangerous. It's true we have still got the Bronze Colossus there. We could let the Bronze Colossus have a go at the Etin. The Bronze Colossus does have an arm, does have two arms indeed, though no hands. It's just that they mostly don't work. So, see, their aim's getting better now. Just wondering if I do something sensible with these cats. Oh, we've got two cats in that place now, have we? Yes. Because it's kind of awkward moving cats around because they're all just called stray cat. I wonder if I can name them. Doesn't look like I can. I think usually the naming would be there. Would it? No, it would be there. Not even sure. I don't think I can reach that directly from things, so I would have to do, like, go here, that. Oh, and that drops me straight to there, so I don't. Whereas that, yes, so I don't think I can actually give names to cats myself, right? So the problem is, if I want to move the cats out of here before I let the Bronze Colossus through, then obviously I need to request that those cats be moved to here, but that means that I need to work out which cat in the large list of stray cat brackets tame. I was thinking the only way that cats can get names is if they adopt a citizen, but that's not actually true, because of course they can also get names if they say kill someone in the fortress. But that might be a bit inconvenient. I mean, it need not be a dwarf, probably. I suspect if you kill anything named, you get named, which is not very helpful. I mean, it's not like we have a cat shortage, so maybe I just let the bronze colossus go through the cat. No, I can't add a nickname because, so, or at least I don't think I can. If we go to the list of citizens, if I pick a citizen and press V, then I get this screen which has the customize nickname option on it. Customize in the bottom right corner. If, however, I choose, say, a cat and say V on that, I go straight to the description page rather than the one with all of the options. Similarly, for anyone who isn't listed as a member of the fortress. So I think now we set the bronze colossus on it as is traditional. It's kind. Unfortunate you can't name things that aren't citizens of your fortress, because it's kind of pleasantly reminiscent of my net hat trick when playing as a tourist, of naming creatures as I blinded them with my camera. Because when you've got an entire swarm of bees, it's slightly hard to keep track of which ones are blind. Excuse me, wiping my nose a little because I've been out in the cold. There we go. Right. That's just a sparring log. So there's that. Right, so now that bridge is open. So if I now unlock that door and that door, then the bronze colossus and the Etin can say hello to one another if they feel like it. Oh, we found a dead cat. Poor cat. Oh yes, have we got a... display case? We have. So, Of course, everyone's in the hospital because I suspect because they're discussing, they're socialising. In fact, they're not actually doing anything useful. Well, okay, feel free to socialise in the hospital. So the crowded temple still has no stored. Still has no stored musical instruments. It's got somewhere to put them now. Oh, we have a store item in location job. What's that? No, that's storing a book. Sorry, cat. Do I have to allow pets through this door in order that those two can meet? Yes, I do. Well, that didn't take long. But it's not like the Bronze Colossus can do much other than rolling away, really. Not that it matters, because really being punched when you're a Bronze Colossus is not... I've improved my fighting, that was satisfying, it won't last. I'm not quite sure how it died, mind. Oh no, it hasn't died yet, right. That would explain it. But essentially, if you're unarmed, you're not going to do much against the Bronze Colossus. I mean, we could try removing more limbs from it, but... where did all the blood go just then? Is there's something about ice that means that it magically cleans up blood? Well, the Etin has mastered wrestling. Not that we can see that ourselves, but... But now they're stuck where the Bronze Colossus is bending the Etin's right upper arm, denting the right shoulder's muscle and denting the right shoulder's muscle. but this doesn't seem to be accomplishing anything. I mean, I assume this is painful and the Etin will eventually pass out through pain. I assume. Oh, there was a little X there. Etin is exhausted and in extreme pain. That doesn't seem to be helping much. Ushat trumpet conflicts. Do we want you? Probably. Separated from Dwarven flare paints. Poor thing. I mean, we could send you away. But no, I think I'll let you stay. I've really forgotten who you were. Oh well, I'm sure you'll be fine. I presume that box is currently... That should become a bedroom. Oh, no, I'm looking at this in the wrong mode. That's what's going on. Yeah, that coffer is empty. That is a bedroom, isn't it? No, it's not. There we are. Now it is. That's nice. I wonder what that mandate was. Right, that's scattered beds around the hospital a bit. Let's turn off the ballistae, because they are not useful at the moment. We're just waiting for the Etin to, well, for something to happen with the Etin and the Bronze Colossus. But yes, this is a problem of the brainlessness of the Bronze Colossus. It just gets stuck doing the same thing again and again, even though it doesn't help. All the teeth. No, there's someone delivering another tooth. Well, yes, I mean, I feel that the Etin, at least, should be capable of suffering from boredom. Like, the Bronze Colossus obviously can't. That's part of its problem, is that it's just an automaton. But the Etin should... The problem, of course, is that the Etin's alternatives are get stuck in an endless fight with this Bronze Colossus or die. It essentially has no way to win. It can't run to anywhere. It's stuck in this fairly short piece of corridor. And it probably can't. The Bronze Colossus is quite fast. I mean, I can probably look this up in the wiki. Etin. So an Etin... Oops, no, I didn't mean that. I meant gate. That's not very helpful. Right, that's better. So a crawling Etin, assuming it's lost its legs, can do 12 kilometres an hour. I think that's what a crawling Bronze Colossus can do. Yes. So Etins and Bronze Colossi do actually have the same top speed when crawling. Oh, we have another person wanting to become a citizen. Godin Bustails. Where is Godin Bustails? Seems generally happy type. Any good at anything? Really. Skilled record keeper, for all the good that is. Anyway, Godin Bustails. First page, wasn't it? Yes. So if I've made those animal traps, can I now use that to put the so I could. I'm just trying the. Trying to make sense of this. So if I then sorry, press the wrong button. Actually, what I did was I pressed buttons in OBS that I was meant to be pressing in Dwarf Fortress, because after all, OBS shows me a copy of the Dwarf Fortress screen, so I thought that was the Dwarf Fortress. Anyway, where was I? Yes. So what happens now that I have animal traps if I ask to take the tame hedgehog out of this cage? Just follow the person who is trying to release. Oh, it's summer. The hedgehog. Oh, we should unlock the front door, shouldn't we? I'll do that. Because I locked it when the Etin turned up and haven't unlocked it since. So once this saving has done, which shouldn't be much longer, then I will adjust things, open the front door, because a caravan should turn up soon. Come on, finish saving. I can't do anything while you're saving. I mean, I can try to make sense of the thing about vermin pets, but Right. Yes. So, yes, unlock the front door. And then find the person who is releasing the small creature and see what they do. Aha! And they are carrying an animal trap. And are now carrying a tunnel tube animal trap containing a tame hedgehog. Now, of course, what I need now is a dwarf who likes hedgehogs, who might want a pet hedgehog. But at least that gets the damn thing out of the cage. What are you? Why are you? No, that's a cat, Ben. Oh, we have a melancholy scholar. Oh well. Indeed, a melancholy necromancer scholar? Yes. Yes, indeed. I don't really understand why the frame rate would suddenly go up when saving rather than down. But, right, the front door is open again. Right, I'm kind of happy just to leave the Etin and the Bronze Colossus fighting until we find someone else to dump in there with them and see who comes out on top. So it's possible that's what's causing my catastrophically bad frame rate at the moment. Or at least slightly embarrassing frame rate. Right. We have now... got it. We have now removed all of the small animals from the trap, from the cages that we bought them in, which is probably good. So we can then demolish the cages at least. And maybe... And what I should kind of do is see what people like. And then see if we can find suitable pets for them. Yes, thank you. You like worm men for their wriggling, do you now? You like yaks. I mean, we could probably get you a pet yak. Also got several of your relations in the fort. Far too many aunts. That wasn't right. I mean V return, right, yes. Likes voracious cave crawlers. Not sure if we can manage that. Giant red-winged blackbirds. Okay. See, grey squirrels, right. So if we ever get a tame grey squirrel or goat, wicked ogresses. Aardvarks. Python men. Giant lizards. Reindeer. I'm not sure if you like reindeer for their large herds. A single pet reindeer may not satisfy you. Giant earthworms. Not many potential pets turning up here, are there? Weasels. So one of my militia captain, Dusim Tosed Dakos, likes weasels. For their short legs, and rabbits for their ears. Someone who likes chickens for their clucking and centaurs for their strength. Someone else who likes rabbits. I mean, I think dwarves in general benefit from having pets, so we should probably try to get some. Dogs. See, you're more normal than most. In Parliament, thank you. Axolotl men. And guinea fowls. We might even have seen some guinea fowls. I think a lion tamarin is a kind of animal and not a kind of fruit, because I think I'm thinking of tamarind. Giant king snakes, eh? And alpacas. You've had an eventful life, haven't you? And you like monitor demons. That's nice. And alpacas. Dark taupe devils and ducks. Horses for their strength and eyes for their interesting fingers. Grizzly bears for their strength. Geese for their formation flying. I mean, this is mostly making me think that I should like buy more animals and let them out as pets. Horses, again. Leopards, well, maybe, and cavies. Because, like, we don't have many actual pets in this fortress. Turkeys, for instance. There's someone who likes turkeys. We've had lots of turkeys. I think they're mostly dead now. Because our turkey breeding program kind of fell apart. Someone who likes nurse sharks for their tenacity. Another person who likes dogs. Here's a dwarf who likes... Oh no, a human. We have a human engineer, Kosha Agasana, who likes giant otters for their playfulness. Though I think giant otters in Dwarf Fortress may not actually be the giant otters of the real world. Banshees, someone who likes banshees of steam for their horrifying features. And also geese. So we've got several people who like dogs and several people who like geese. Yes, I'm afraid that your squawking Verity was not audible from this end of the house. Another person who likes reindeer, so we should vaguely remember that reindeer are popular. Haven't noticed anyone who likes any small animals, but particularly any vermin like the blue jay. Skinks. Likes skinks but detests lizards. Someone who likes giant hedgehogs. We've got an ordinary sized hedgehog here. Would that do? Someone who likes pigs. Well, we've got plenty of pigs. We can give you a pig. I think you're not a citizen, though. Oh, a member of the Page of Passions. Okay. Well, we should probably assign you at least a couple of pigs. Well, I mean, allow you to have a couple of pigs. Someone who likes blizzard men. Two people who like cavies now. And two people who like guinea fowl. Slightly worried that I may be running through the same set of people a second time. So yes, we should get some dogs and probably some llamas and alpacas and turkeys, but that's mostly because we want more turkeys. And I think generally be willing to buy animals and make them available as pets and then slaughter them if no one likes them. Oops. Oh well, I've accidentally dropped out of that. What a pity. Right, so what I was going to do was say someone like ducks, so we should make sure the ducks are available as pets. Oh, the tame hedgehog has been taken by someone. Kivish Futokstettad has decided they like the hedgehog. Let's look them up. Kivish naturalist. Where is Kivish Futokstettad? They're not in the others list, are they? No. Am I just being blind, or are they filed somewhere slightly surprising? Yes, this game does absolutely desperately need hyperlinks and all that kind of thing. Thank you, Verity, for shutting the back door. Yes, I mean, this is certainly an area that Crusader Kings does rather better on, is allowing you to go, here is a person in this list, let me do pretty much anything I'm allowed to do with them from wherever I happened to find them. And the problem is that, to me, Kivish Futokstettad is a familiar name. I'm slightly worried that they may be dead. But, like, there's no way I'm going through the list of the dead. There we are. Kivish Futokstettad. See, told you they were dead. Which then leads to the question of how they own a pet hedgehog, but there you go. Presumably they started owning the pet hedgehog before. Right, so let us make that available as well. And the other duck. And a couple more pigs. in case people like pigs. They're still at it. You really need to become a member of the fortress so that we can like give you some healthcare and give you some work. We have got so many books. Possible indeed that we need more bookcases at this stage. I don't know, those ones are fairly empty. Those ones are possibly full. We have 2 bookcases that are definitely not full, so... Possible we should assign us some scribes. Wonder who makes a good scribe. Oh, we've got those. I agreed to build guild halls for some people, and I haven't. Right, we should do something about that. So the silkiness of rims and the silken flutes both need to be souped up. So let's mark the central areas of their respective floors for engraving. And I think just construct a quantity. Actually, no, that wasn't what I meant either. That's interesting. Does that mean you can glaze a stone statue. Let's build, say, 12 more statues. In Galena, but not specify anything more about them than that. No actual injuries for quite some time in this fight. Kind of feel that eventually the Etin should learn wrestling so well that they can take apart a bronze colossus. But that may take a while. Okay, we're out of pig bones for making pig bone crafts out of. Maybe we should deal with this by slaughtering a pig or two. Oh, I think we may have finally reached the point where the spare dwarf teeth from the last punch-up are no longer lying around the place. That's nice. I'm sure we've made an awful lot of masterful cowbone earrings. I don't know why that one merits an engraved image on the floor. Right, let's make sure that we convert the pigs into the most valuable kind of food possible. And those pig bones should fuel our keeping people happy by having them carve things out of bones industry. Etin has mastered observation, but this is still not enough to actually allow them to defeat a bronze colossus. water level in the reservoir is dropping rather alarmingly. Like you filled up that layer a while ago and it's almost empty again. I want to let some more water in there. I mean, you have crafts enabled. I'll turn on stone crafting on you as well, just in case that helps. Right, so we have at least successfully satisfied the agreement to build a guild hall for the Guild of Arenas by basically engraving its entire floor with things that vaguely relate, well actually mostly relate to our fortress, but still. Or image of 2 artichokes. Oh, we've got a statue of God, Commoneth Hoary Seasons, but I think we already have a statue of Commoneth Hoary Seasons. I'll check though. Yes, we already have an exceptional statue, Galena statue of Commoneth Hoary Seasons, who appears as a dingo, incidentally. Hence that D there. So this one is merely a superior quality Galena statue of Commoneth Hoary Seasons. Right, okay, if you say so. We'll erect that one as well. just noticed that gap there, which doesn't have a burial, doesn't have a coffin in it. I mean, we could dig out some more space, but let's wait and see what happens. Maybe we can keep the rate of death reasonably low. Is anyone going to deliver those statues anytime soon? I suppose the stairs are quite... Oh yes, here they come. They are quite heavy statues. Yawn. I've got a statue there that needs a corresponding engraving, haven't I? Statue of Moldath. A statue of Ubul treasure taxes. What's that? An image of tetrahedral tetrahedra. Oh, is that an image of a mechanism? Yes. I have no idea why Dwarf Fortress generates images of tetrahedral tetrahedra. Vukar Bonesbirth, the new future of ghosts. I mean, that's such a good name. I'm going to have to make a statue of them. Most often takes the form of a rotting female dwarf. Right. And we are installing 2 statues in that guild hall, which should make it a more valuable place. A human caravan has arrived. Excellent. Oh, I don't think there's... I think we can probably trade some things. Even if we don't seem to have very much that's in a position to be traded. Okay, the Guild of Books needs still needs to be enhanced quite a lot. I'm kind of inclined to give them a couple... Oh, coffer. Do you think... Where is that, I wonder? Irritatingly hard to find. Mostly going, which things should I... Yeah, they're all erected somewhere already. Kind of don't want to move existing artifacts just to make this a good enough guild hall. Like, surely we can do better than that. We do also have enough people trying to encrust things with gems, even if we don't actually have enough to cut gems anymore. And what are our cut gems situations like? Do we need to go out and get some more gems from somewhere? I think we might. Anyway, here come the traders. Probably a good time to say when the mayor wakes up, they should head upstairs. Engraved on the floor is a well-designed image of Bim Rumour Pillars the dwarf and hamsters. Bim Rumour Pillars is surrounded by the hamsters. We're not putting anything in there at the moment. Oh dear. Oh good, the dwarf. There was briefly a dwarf in the rubbish dump, which is a bad place for a dwarf to be when you've just operated the lever that moves the bridge in there. I think the dwarf in question survived though. Probably. No idea where our mason who's making the next statue is. Okay, we can probably cancel anything relating to coyote bone crafts. At least change the kind of bone it's set to, because we're not going to acquire vastly more coyote bones. The merchants still haven't finished arriving, so it's not really a problem that the mayor's asleep. And has just won an election despite being asleep. Just seeing if we've got a statue of Logan Mind Mint. don't think we have got a statue of Logan Mindmint. Well, let's fix that then. Someone's actually praying to Logan Mindmint. No, not Gabbro. Who want to make something out of Gabbro, I mean. Ogem. M. Possible we need more masons. All my masons are asleep. Mayor is currently in a meeting. This is the danger of having your Rishmal Peach Insights wishes to join Rhythmgates. Who is Rishmal Peach Insights then? Well, I'm sure you're a fine person. Talented miner, eh? Well, you'll probably be able to cheer yourself up soon. Aha, right. The mayor is now on the way to the trade depot. Oops, I think I just did something foolish. I think I should probably avoid people passing through there to get in to the fortress. I'm going to lock the floor hatch that they just went through. Okay, our mayor has got distracted by another meeting. So the various pigs that we made available have been adopted. All of them by Ustus Astashgithur, who now... Oops, no. No. It'll be fine. Who now... What I actually wanted to do was that, and then that, and see if the pets appear on this list. Yes. Who now has 3 pet pigs. Well, okay. No. Let's just follow the mare on their way. To the trade depot, so that when they get there, if they don't get distracted, I can grab them. Right. Kind of tempted to just start buying gems, as like we can encrust things with them. They may not be much use, but we had someone who liked goats, didn't we? And dogs and horses. And geese. And guinea fowls. As I recall, we were a bit short on booze. But like the humans are not particularly good sources of weaponry or armour. Armour in particular, because it's all the wrong size. We'll have a bit of sand because I just used some. I think we may be a bit short on cloth. I think we keep using it for dressing wounds, which will be unfortunate if we ever need to provide it for a for a strange mood. Yes, I did remember what we used it for eventually, or rather find the words for it. There is an argument we don't need infinite quantities of cheese, but I can't ask the humans for things, as far as I know. Don't think making a mortar out of talc is going to work very well. So how would you like to exchange all of this stuff for a single rock bone ring? It looks to be the most valuable object we've got here, other than the most valuable non-artifact. Yes, right, excellent. I don't think we've got anyone who likes blue jays or magpies or peahens or crows. And while we have people who like ducks, I think we might have enough ducks. Oh, we'll buy another duck just to be on the safe side. Let me swap you that duck for, I don't know, this earring. Oh, the Etin and the Bronze Colossus have moved a bit. They're not on the same tiles they were on before. They seem to be in the same fight as they were before, though. Oh. Maybe they're not. The Etin killed the Bronze Colossus. How did you do that? The Etin scratches the Bronze Colossus in the head and the injured part is torn apart. A Bronze Colossus is not invulnerable to an unarmed Etin. Given 95 pages of combat log. Yes. And hence, we now have here a bronze statue of iguana brutes. Masterful bronze statue of iguana brutes constructed by an unknown artisan. That being the corpse of the bronze colossus. Right, okay. I wasn't expecting that to end like that. Now I need to decide what to do with that ettin. So, did we buy anything I need to pay attention to? Oh, some animals, didn't we? Yes. So, given a pet, animals will never be adopted out of a cage, so I need to let them out of the cage first. Right, can probably do that by assigning them to this pit. Do not assign the forgotten beasts to the pit. Several of the cages may in some way be in transit at the moment. Right, I think the ettin has never shown any likelihood of demolishing that door. So I think I may be, or indeed the others, so I'm going to be slightly optimistic. Unlock that door. Install a fresh cat in here. and take that rather valuable bronze statue and stick it in the guild hall that we're trying to soup up. This mathematician has finally got themselves together enough to go and do some worshipping. I hope that will make them feel better. Indeed, we're not likely to get random artifact doors from anywhere. Actually, what was that guild hall in question? The guild hall is a crafts dwarf guild hall. Right, I think what I should do then, assuming that this works, is to make another couple of green glass windows, stick a couple of display cases in there and put some crafts in them. I don't know if you can get... I think in general you can't get artefacts in trade, but on the other hand, might be able to if they're books, which are kind of artefacts. You're leaving food lying around on your bedroom floor again. Pesky humans. We haven't got a statue of Shedim the turquoise shaft of hearts either. I think I'm going to assume we're not going to want anything more from there and let the... well, I suppose actually we could just offer them like another 10,000's worth of stuff just to cheer them up. Surely if we give them enough stuff, they'll start actually selling us what we want rather than what they happen to have. Right, all those animals that we just bought have been adopted, mostly by different people, apart from both of the guinea fowl being adopted by the same person. That's not the button I wanted, though it's an interesting button to discover the existence of. He felt happy after adopting a new pet. And Gokhan Clout torments dead body. Where isn't Gokhan Clout torments his dead body? Because, like, if there are corpses anywhere, if there's a goblin corpse somewhere in the fortress, I want to know about it. I presume it's not actually an entire goblin corpse. Oops, wrong button. So presumably these blue ones are in. Oh, and Gokhan something or other's mangled partial skeleton. Where is it? Oh right, it's stuck on the stairs. Let's fix that. That's probably traumatising everyone who goes past. We need another glass maker, clearly. Well, you're not doing anything. Learn glass making. I should probably set up a small sand stockpile near that glass furnace. If I can remember where sand appears. There we are. Sandbags. That's all right. Block all apart from sandbags. I assume animals don't stay assigned to the pit. So once they've been pitted, yes, they won't end up being dragged back there repeatedly. And they weren't injured by that, they just need to work out where they're going. These bright red body parts. Who is Ungomus Kabukosm Ud Agun? Is that our friendly neighbourhood Etin? No. Wonder who it was. They have bright red toes, whoever they were. Oh, some more migrants. A potash maker, eh? Not much good at anything else. Kind of feel we need another weaver. Fish dissector, who is again not much good at anything else. Might be reasonable as a musician. So they can hide among the cherries, obviously. A cheesemaker. An adequate cheesemaker. Let's have a look. We only know that her head is somewhat short. We don't know how little she is. She is 60 years old, so probably a bit old to be the littlest cheesemaker, sadly. I don't think anyone in this place likes mules. Slaughter the mule. A peasant. Actually, I was thinking we needed a scribe, but no, this person also has reasonable... Oops. Musical skills. So let's stick them in the temple. Right, I think that's the whole of that migrant wave. wondering where our... Alright, that's the... There is someone constructing the bronze statue. Those are terrible statues. Don't think we want those ones in the... We are desperately trying to make this into a decent guild hall. I think the bronze statue will probably help. I don't think we actually need that stock of bright red toes, whatever they are. Snooze. Should stop soon, but I might forget what I'm doing. So how's our glass making situation going? Are we still looking for someone to make this glass? No, okay, someone's actually assigned to it now. I think we're still trying to deliver that goblin skeleton down here. Someone is lugging a bronze statue all the way down from the surface. There's now a bunch of things of which we have like one in stock. Right, so now I should be able to make a display case out of that window. It should be a nice easy task. Why is there a scroll lying around in my front hall? No idea. It's not forbidden, so someone really should put it in the library. I mean, the library is a bit crowded at the moment, but still. So now our carpenter, well, okay, carpenter and stonecrafter is constructing a display case for us. Once that's done, then we'll try installing that in the Crafts Dwarf Guild Hall. And seeing if we can put an artifact or two in it, and if that improves the value of the Craftsdwarf's Guild Hall. And well, I think whether it does or not, I will stop after that. Well, yes. It concerns the value of art. I mean, yes, that's nice. How it has rollers made from both graphite and galena, I don't know. Maybe someone was a little confused about what lead was in pencils and tried to use both. Right, here comes someone with the Bloodthorn display case. Oh, and someone's coming along with a bronze statue. Excellent. So now, the current value of that, of the silken flutes, is 4,067. If I say, please display here, I mean, I assume we have some artifacts that aren't books. More accurately, I know we have some artifacts that aren't books. Maybe I should not be trying to look up artifacts in the list of artifacts because it's full of books. So let us try to install an artifact crown Here is someone going off to find that artifact crown and install it in the display case. Okay, having some difficulty with the stairs. Maybe we need to widen the staircases a bit. You can tell you're close to the library because there are scrolls scattered on the floor. Bronze statue is now only a couple of tiles away from its guild hall. Right, so just before, so now the statue has been installed, and so the silken flutes is at 5567. And now that has been installed, and it's at 65,567. So I think, yes, our Craft Dwarfs Guild Hall, which now contains a Bloodthorn display case containing a silver crown, which kind of seems an appropriate thing to put in a Craft Dwarfs Guild Hall, is now a Grand Guild Hall. Right, I'm going to schedule the making of the next display case, but if the window has been made, which it has, but that's all. Oh, and dump those things. Right, so that will be all for tonight. We have successfully fulfilled the request for a Craft Dwarfs Guild Hall somewhere. Surely that should have appeared in the list of the announcements. Oh well. And we've lost our long-suffering, well, it can't really suffer, Bronze Colossus, but replaced it with this moderately injured Etin, and we need to decide what to do with the moderately injured Etin. I'm slightly surprised he still can't stand, but So maybe we send the army in to beat him up or something. Or we just leave him there and feed the next pile of goblins to him. So, yes. Oh, and I should release the mayor. Right. So, that will be all for tonight, and we will see you next Friday. Good night.